Good?
Yeah.
You ready?
I'm ready.
You look cute.
Thank you.
A little casual look. Give him a little, you know.
Okay.
Look at that. With the fucking hams in the back. Just in time for Christmas. Right.
Tengo uno para Thanksgiving y otro para Christmas.
El jamón y el turkey.
Yeah. You looking for me, you can find me at the spot. Chopping it up with Jonah, we talking about what's hot on the block. Up in Dago, man, we bumping. Keeping it confidential, you know this how we coming, we ain't friend. Looking for that real, better tune in and stick by. Put on for the city every time that I dip by. Getting to that gritty every time that we sit down. Promise you it's real every time that I get round. Come on. Been in the field playing, we work.
Welcome back, everybody. It's your boy Jonah. This is Barbershop Confidential, the podcast. Genesis, of course. She's here.
Hi.
Looking like a snack or whatever.
I mean, I tried. You look great. Why are you hiding those thighs?
It was cold earlier.
Really? You get cold?
I was a little cold earlier, yeah.
I feel like you're one of those people that's like really like warm-blooded.
Oh.
Yeah.
But I was cold. Right now I'm a little bit like, fuck. Maybe I should throw on the shorts.
You want to go change? You can.
Nah, it's
we'll
fine.
Take a pause.
I'm all right. I'll be all right.
So you're going to deprive me of those,
of
those
these
legs.
Rich thighs.
Well, here's mine.
Look at this. With the black toenails. Very dark.
Well, you know, it's October.
Halloween. Yeah, I got you.
Yeah.
It is Halloween. Mm-hmm. So, how's everything? Haven't seen you in a while.
I know.
You didn't come for the last episode. It was just Kat. We waited for you, but you never showed up.
You know what?
That was upsetting.
I know. I'm sorry. You didn't invite me. Also, I didn't even know. That's probably why I didn't show up.
I get bad service here.
Oh, look. I just got the text right now.
Look at that. Shout out to the fucking Padres for winning and beating the bitch-ass Dodgers.
Yes.
Fuck the Dodgers. Fuck everybody. You know, all the fans.
Especially the ones that are from
San Diego. What are you doing with your fucking life? You're a Dodger fan, but you're from San Diego. All right.
My cousin, she is
she one of them?
Well, she's born and raised here. A lot of her family members have like SD tattooed on them, you know, and her man is a Dodgers fan, even though he's not even from like
LA. Where's he from? San Diego?
No.
Oh.
Somewhere east of San Diego.
Santee? Is he in the clan?
Further east. I don't know. Calexico, I think.
No.
Now everybody's gonna know who I'm talking about.
Oh, the Empire? I mean, not the Empire. The Valley?
Is that the Valley? No, I thought the Valley was up.
El Centro, Calexico.
Yeah.
The Valley.
Yeah. Oh, is that the Valley?
I guess.
No.
Yeah.
I thought the Valley was up north.
There's that one. So there's two.
Okay.
I thought the same thing.
Oh, okay.
When I used to live in San Luis Obispo, I had this really cool friend, and he's like, "Oh, my family lives in the Valley," and I was like, "Word? That's crazy." He's like, "Yeah, I visit them every weekend." I was like, "From up here? Like an 8-hour drive?" He's like, "What are you talking about?" I was like, "It's like an hour." I was like, "Bitch, what kind of car you have, bro?" You know what I mean? This is so confusing. I was like, what the fuck? And then one time we drove down. He wanted to come with me to go party or whatever, and he's like, "I'll drive." I was like, "Cool." So we drove down, and he's like, "Want to stop at my mom's house in the Valley?" I was like, still confused. I was like,
you're like, why? What?
Why would we go that far? That's a weird detour. But the Valley in LA, I didn't know that.
Now see.
Yeah. When I was riding with my supervisor last week. Or the week before, he was talking about this. I was like, "Oh yeah, the South Bay, you know, it's the South Bay." And he's like, "South Bay?" So the South Bay is like in LA, and I was like, "You're not in LA, though, are you?"
So where is the South Bay gonna be here?
So if we're in San Diego,
I know. See, it's
because you have to watch who you're talking to, because like it's different shit too. Isn't the IE considered the Valley too? No?
The Inland Empire is like
the slums of California.
I don't know if Riverside falls into it, but it's like Fontana. Riverside. Riverside, San Bernardino, Rancho, Cucamonga. You know.
So you saw some lovers and you felt a little jealousy?
Oh, no, I didn't feel jealous. I was like, that is so cute.
Don't you miss that shit?
I can't wait to have that again. Yes. Like those first few months when like
everything's sweet.
Yes, and you don't care
love.
if anybody sees or if everybody sees that some guy is just like snacking on your face while he has you like against the
pinned against the car
right there, like in a cross section.
Mad uncomfortable, but it's just like.
But it's like I was like, oh, it's cute. But I also realized that I'm willing to wait for it.
You don't want just like a lot of those moments?
I've already had a lot of
no, like more. Let's more of those moments.
Let's keep doing more. I need more content.
Like when I was single and I didn't want to date, that was like my favorite part. Like that moment. Like the first kiss, and then you'd be like, okay, that's moving on to the next first kiss.
Well, that's my problem. I'm trying to get away from that.
Oh, I see. No, that's fun.
That is fun. We'll see.
That excitement, that like.
Yeah.
Unsureness of like, what if they're a bad kisser?
Yeah. And then they're like really good kissers, and you're like, fuck yeah.
You're like, yeah. But then you're just chasing that high over again.
Yeah.
Because you never get that first kiss
really
again.
Exactly.
Ever.
No.
That first passionate.
Dang.
It just becomes like, or a quick one.
Yeah.
That sounds like I'm talking about my. Sorry, babe. That's not what I mean.
He's talking about another relationship he has.
The side one, not the main one.
Good news, he's getting over her apparently.
I don't miss her anymore, so that's progress. That reminds me of the worst kisser I ever had in San Luis Obispo. Man, I don't think I've told this particular story.
I haven't heard it.
I was a bouncer, right? Bouncer.
I know that.
And it was a slow night. It was like during the week or whatever. It was a real slow night, and I asked the manager, I was like, yo, can I dip early? He's like, yeah, you can dip at 11 or whatever time it was. And I was just waiting. I was like, I'm gonna go home, relax, like, fuck this job. And then another bouncer was like, hey, bro, I heard you're gonna leave early. I was like, yup. He's like, hey, let me leave early and you stay. And I was like, no, like, I want to leave. Like, why would I sacrifice that? And he was just talking shit. He's being a dick. And there was a lady, I don't want to say girl, there was a lady at the bar by herself. And he's like, oh, I've been chopping her down. Like, I'm trying to take her home. And I was like, she could wait. You know what I mean? Like, if she really wants dick, she can wait. I want to go. And he was just, so he started being a dick, and I was getting irritated, and I was like, nah, fuck that, I'm leaving. Like, yeah, like, I was like, you getting on my nerves, bro. So he pissed me off enough that I went and talked to the girl at the bar, and she was by herself, so I was just chopping her up, blah blah. And then I said, you want to come back to my place? So I took her home. Yeah, she left her car at the thing, and I used to live about 20 minutes away. But it's like, because there's like fields and shit. Yeah. So I mean, we go, we're like chit chatting, find out she has like kids, plural. I don't remember how many she said.
How old were you? Like 18, 19?
No, I was like 22.
Oh, okay.
I was young.
Okay.
She was
older.
At least probably 40.
Neta.
I don't remember. She was older though. I remember she was like, ya grande la doña. So we're chopping it up in my apartment. My roommates were in their room or whatever. And we had just kind of moved there. And I was the first guy to bring home a girl. Oh. But it wasn't like brag about it.
Well, one of them hated people, right?
Yeah.
And the other one was like into, what, anime or something?
So then we're chopping it up, and so the way our layout was set up was, it was 2 stories, and downstairs was 2 bedrooms, and upstairs was 1 bedroom, dining, living room, and kitchen. It was small. And so we were upstairs in the living room chilling, just listening to music and chit-chatting, you know. And I remember I had like my leg up, like on the coffee table. And I was starting to get excited, and I didn't even notice because me marcó. So I was just like, "Oh shit!" Like, I felt embarrassed because I was still pretty new at the whole.
This is his first time
conquering moms. So then we go downstairs to my room, blah blah blah, and I was like, "All right, it's time to go." And right before we leave, she's like, "Oh, you're gonna be such a great father figure to my kids." said, bitch, I am a kid.
I want you to finish raising me.
Like, I thought you were going to make me lunch. So I was like, what the fuck? I didn't know
Did she get that? What did she get that from?
I have, through the conversation, but I really can't remember what the conversation was like. It was just pretty long. We didn't go down into my room until the sun was coming up.
She was so seasoned that she knew that's how you weren't going to look for her again.
Okay, that could be a point, but you're wrong. So when she said that, I was like, oh my. She's like, I'm cold. So I gave her a hoodie. And I was like, here you go. And so I'm like, fuck, man, dude. Like, I can't have her know where I live. So, like, where we lived was kind of, like, complicated. Like, if you didn't know how to get there, and there's no GPS back then.
No.
Like, you needed a
map.
Thomas Guide or a fucking MapQuest to get to know how to get there. And so I started taking, like, different streets, like, zigzagging. I was like, I don't want this bitch to remember shit. So then finally I took her back to her car. She's like, I'll give you your hoodie next time we meet. And I was like, you're keeping that. Like, I'll sacrifice my hoodie. So I was like, yeah, for sure, whatever. And then she left.
Yeah, you never.
She would text me, but I would ignore her. She would go to the bar and, like, look for me. And if I was working the door, like, I had to let her in. And she would just sit at the bar that was real close to the door and just, like, watch me. And come in, like, give me, like, a hug. And I was just like, what? Get off me, rape. And then, so if I wasn't working the door, whoever was working the door, I'd be like, hey, don't let him in. Just tell her, like, the ID looks sus or whatever. So they wouldn't let her in. Or if they did get in, my bartender homie, who was the bartender, I'd be like, don't serve her drinks. So they get frustrated and leave. And then he would do that for me.
Dang.
It was the worst. And she was the worst kisser.
But you still got hard.
I mean, I was 22. It was like 3 a.m. She didn't even use tongue. She was just like, It was worse. It was bad.
There was this guy. He used so much tongue, and like it felt like it wasn't like a soft tongue. It was like a hard jabbing.
Like he was fucking you with his tongue.
Yes. I ghosted him. I felt bad. I think he's the only guy I've ever like ghosted. But he was just like really persistent, and eventually I was just like, okay, yeah, I didn't say anything. I was just like, I don't want to talk to you anymore. And I just,
that sucks.
I know.
Yeah.
And it was around the time that I was starting to talk to T-Mobile too. So
the one you never dated but dated.
I mean, I'm not his ex.
He's all stop.
It's like, I still text you every day. You're not my ex. And I'm like,
has only told you that he wants to get back with you and have your kids.
He was drunk.
Your ex.
I'm not your ex, but have my kids.
He's like, I miss everything with you, the moments we would cuddle. No, but I'm not your ex. I'm like the ultimate fuckboy shit, huh?
Yes.
You think we're dating just because we sleep together, live together?
Yeah, seriously.
Plan weddings? Oh my god.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Oh my god, you're nuts.
Fucking psycho.
Fucking women, crazy as fuck.
It's like, oh my god. So they did there was like a new assistant today at work.
Oh, little eye candy you told me about?
Oh my god. Clark Kent.
Tall,
dark hair, like
light skin,
a little curl hair, light skin.
Mexican?
I was just like, when he walked in,
the sea parted. Your panties got wet.
I was wearing a skirt and she just trickling down.
Can you do that? Oh shit!
I'm munching. No, like the sun was hitting through the window right at me. So like when he walked in, I even did this.
Yeah, like, let me see this little.
I was like, damn.
Future
and he's like,
victim.
Oh yeah, like I'm coming in for like a working interview.
Did all the
whatever.
girls go to the back and be like, hire him?
None of the girls were there. It was one of the guy assistants and then this older lady. But she's like such a sweetheart. I don't think she even like.
Even she was like,
yeah, she's like.
I haven't got wet in years.
Powdery.
Fucking powdered milk.
But yeah, I was like, oh my God, I hope he stays. He's a child, but he's cute. Yeah.
What,
I'm definitely
20?
like at least 10 years older than him.
So he's at least 20, 21.
Yeah.
You have to find out how it's like, you know, we all go get a drink sometime. And then he'll be like, oh, I can't. I'm not.
Yeah, we usually go get drinks at lunch. Just me and him. He shows up. It's just
so
me.
who is it? At my house.
No, I'm very
Clothing
professional.
optional.
I'm so professional.
Have you ever had like a work husband? Or like a little work boot thing?
Yeah.
Oh, well, your boyfriend, your ex.
Oh, yeah. I mean, yes. Yeah. But when he left, I had a friend.
The whole fucking cook.
No.
The line of cooks. You're like,
there was one that was cute, but he was he estaba bien pendejo. And like he would always like bitch at me for stuff, and I'd be like, dude, like, just relax. But yeah, no, he was a busser, and we were really like, we were cool. Like if I wanted food, he'd buy me some, or if he wanted some, I would, like, we had each other. And then he passed away.
He passed away?
Mm-hmm.
How old was he?
Younger than me.
What happened?
It
took his life?
Yeah.
Unalived himself?
Yeah. Trigger warning.
That sucks.
Yeah. But actually his anniversary just passed a few days ago. I think that's why I had him like on my mind.
Oh. But you guys had a thing?
But no, we never had a thing.
Oh, okay.
It was just like, he was my work husband. We were homies.
Oh,
you know,
gotcha.
I mean, he ran through all the other servers. I hope none of them hear this. But you know what? I found out this weekend, or this whole week that I was going out every fucking day. We have fans.
We have fans?
We have fans. I took a picture with one of them.
Oh, yeah. What'd you say his name was?
Well, my friend said Tony, but I think he was drunk last night.
Who was drunk?
My friend.
Oh, okay.
Like, everybody. Everybody's drunk Saturday.
He's all like, hey, who's that guy that was talking to me? He's like, who? A guy was talking to you? Okay. Yeah. I gotta call you back. Gives you a wrong name so you don't look him up. Fucking Tony, I don't know.
I sent him a picture of us. Like, this
He's
one.
Like, okay. All right. On Twitter, can't trust your homies around your bitch. Fake homies. It's always your closest ones.
There be snakes everywhere.
Can't trust these motherfuckers. I gave you rides, bitch.
I let you into my house.
You met my mother.
You're my kid's godfather, goddad.
We were talking about that, like how people who like know each other and then hook up with the same person, how weird that shit is.
Dude, that
shit is
so
weird.
It's like, go ahead.
Oh no, go ahead.
No,
ladies, no, please.
No, please.
Oh my god, I was telling Kat that I was like, that shit is weirdo to me. Like once I know they're like a friend,
yeah,
like I don't even want to like. I couldn't see him like that.
No, I don't. Weird. Yeah, no, it's like, why are you gonna? So our hypothetical scenario here is
hypothetical.
One guy,
allegedly,
one friend that he's hooking up with, right? And then that friend introduces him to the other chick.
They're both gonna listen like.
And then the guy ends up fucking with this one.
The guy fucks both.
Yeah, essentially he's fucking friends.
I mean, as a guy, that's cool.
Well, yeah.
Like if they're not your friends and you're fucking two friends.
That's true.
That's a win.
That's true.
A win is a win. But from like the other side, like you fucked him and then your friend knowingly is like,
yeah,
oh shit, I'll try it out.
Yeah.
That's the weird part.
That's the weird. Like, so we weren't really friends. Because my friends, their partners, I've never seen any of them like that. Because I'm like, that's your partner. And I'm glad that you have him, you know, the ones that are like, you know, good in healthy relationships. The other ones I'm like, why the fuck would I want him? if I see her smiling like that.
You think I want to cry?
I've cried enough. Thanks.
You think I want to stay up late venting about him? No.
No, thanks. Yeah, I know.
Well, that's cool that we have fans. Shout out to you guys, man.
Thank you.
I didn't know we had fans. I never, like,
you
told me, like, oh, so-and-so listens. And I was like, oh, word?
Yeah.
I would have never guessed.
Yeah. Yeah.
Never would have guessed. Yeah. That's cool. Shout out to everybody who listens.
I know.
We love you.
We do.
Hart.
Sponsor us.
If you have a business, sponsor us.
Yes.
That's cool. Mm-hmm. Speaking of crazy, you see that whole Kanye shit? Have you been keeping up with it?
Kind of, but when I was reading the article, I was pretty high, so I don't remember everything.
He, he's been going on the White Lives Matter
Yes.
t-shirt. He's been getting a lot of backlash. Ovi. And then he went on a podcast and, like, doubled down. Started talking about George Floyd. Do you remember him?
Yes.
That he's like, technically, the knee wasn't even on the neck. He died of overdose of fentanyl and blah, blah. Like, just started saying, like, a bunch of bullshit that's already been proven
that it wasn't true.
You know,
yeah.
And the guy whose podcast it is, he was like kind of bragging about it. He's like, oh, I got more views than the NFL, blah blah. But on Twitter they were dragging him like, this ain't it, you're a sellout.
Yeah.
You're, like, just fucking dragging him. And then a few hours later he's like, oh, I apologize, I made a mistake. And then today he came out on video like, made a mistake. They ended up taking down the video. Like the YouTube video.
The Kanye? Or
yeah, that interview.
Oh, okay.
They took it down. And then it just came out that LeBron had done an interview with him too, but he did the same shit because he has his own, like,
views
podcast type show. It's called The Shop.
Oh yeah. I've seen it.
And he put out that they had an interview with him, but they chose not to air it. They scrapped it. And he apologized to his staff who had to hear the nonsense that Kanye was, like, spitting out.
Oh my god!
But this other guy was like, no, for views.
For views.
Yeah.
Dang.
He's crazy.
Shout out to
man.
LeBron though.
Yeah. Kanye is crazy. That's why I don't fuck with him.
I know.
People always tell me, like, oh, you don't like Yeezys or Adidas because of Kanye. I don't like Kanye.
Yeah. I
won't support anything Kanye does.
No. Me either.
Yeah. He's crazy.
It's sad. It's so sad because he was pretty talented.
Oh no,
and now he's like on this trip, and is it publicity stunt?
That's what they're saying. Like, oh, you're just doing it just to sell merchandise. Like, you doing all that just to sell some T-shirts? What the fuck? I could never.
No, me either.
Could never. I saw some nudes before.
Yeah. On that note, please shop Creative Threads.
On the back, White Lives Matter. All over the place, White Lives Matter. We went to the Kevin Hart show.
Oh my gosh, I saw. How was it?
Saturday. Shout out to my boy Eddie. He hooked us up with the tickets. It was fucking hilarious.
See?
He had like 4 opening acts. They were funny. And then Kevin Hart was just... It's probably the funniest one that I've seen of his.
Is he gonna come out with this, like, as a special or no?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Oh, wait.
We're not allowed to. You can't even have your phone. Like, they give you your phone, but they put it in this bag. It looks like a sock. It has like a magnetic top, so you can't open it, and you can't open it until you get out, which is kind of crazy.
They did that at the Bruno Mars concert.
Oh, for real? That sucks. A concert?
Yeah. And my sister said it's their, like, thing, and she said honestly, like,
performers are doing it.
Ever since then, she doesn't feel the need to, like, record every single part of the concert. Like, she wants to go and enjoy the music. I was like, good.
Yeah. That's what Kevin Hart said. He's like, I just want you guys to sit back and enjoy, and not worry about, watching the phone and shit. But I think it's more because he doesn't want it to get leaked before it's even out.
Yeah.
So. But it's cool.
Think so too.
But it was like that urge to, like, grab your phone to just check. And it was during the fucking Padres game. So I was fucking itching.
Oh my god. So you didn't watch it?
No.
Oh, Jonah. What?
I know. And so I'm itching. I'm like, fucking, like, I don't want to record you, bro. I just want to check the fucking score. Yeah. And he came out with the bat. So he was the last one. So it was kind of like later, and he came out with the bat. And I was like, is this like? Is he gonna tell us like, congratulations, Padres, you guys won? Or no, he just went into the show, but I couldn't check the score. And then we get out. You know how so many people.
Yeah.
So everybody's on their phone trying to get a lift or texting or whatever. Service sucked. I couldn't like find a way to stream the game. We didn't even have a ride home.
Oh, what?
50 Uber was like $60.
Yeah,
I was like, no, we're not fucking.
So
We called people. They were like, bro, I'm watching the game. I was like, I understand, bro.
What about your niece?
She had a party.
What? Is she partying now?
No, it was like a watch party. They were watching scary movies.
Oh.
Yeah, so we just sat there and I was like, well, fuck. So I called my homie who gave me the tickets. I was like, yo, he's like, what's up? I was like, you think you can give us a ride, bro? He's like, I'm watching the game. And I was like, I'll wait. Like, what innings in it? He's 7. They just scored 5 runs. And I was like, fuck, what? I was like, all right, bro, we'll wait. He's like, all right, just text me later. And if you still need a ride, I was like, all right, cool. And then he called me. He's like, they fucking won. And I was like, yes. But I couldn't watch it.
It was awesome. I think I cried a little
bit.
You cried? No. No, but I lost my voice a little bit.
From yelling?
Yeah.
Yeah, I bet.
So I was like, ah! I was at a white bar, too, in South Park.
Oh, were you?
I'm sorry. You know,
that was very...
predominantly Caucasian.
Cancel Jen.
Yeah.
She's a racist.
I am. Somebody uses that when I'm famous. Like, Jen's racist, I am. She said it twice.
She meant it. That's cool. You're at a bar. Yeah. I was telling, I don't know who I was telling. I was like, fuck, I almost want to trade these tickets for Padre tickets. Like, who wants these Kevin Hart show tickets instead of Padre tickets? Yeah, but that sucks. Yeah. I'm glad they won.
Yeah, me too.
That was exciting.
Somebody told me that they were at Bubs. Some of the players were like
buying drinks and shit. Yeah.
I was like, "Fuck!"
That could have been.
We were supposed to go there. I know. And he was like, "Get it together, Jen."
Like these.
She's like, "You're fucking with all these
grown men. Don't want you." Everybody thinks that law, right? Like you'll meet a celebrity, and for some reason, something about you, they're like, I need to have you.
I've never thought that before.
Oh, you're not delusional?
I'm not delusional. I mean, it'd be nice, but I don't know what I would do with fame.
What do you mean fame? You don't become famous.
I would.
You just become rich.
Call me Kris Jenner.
I'll make myself famous. Making your kids have sex tapes and shit. Yeah, that's smart.
Yeah.
I like it.
I would probably do something like the Thompsons' parents did.
Thompsons?
The Klay Thompson and the other one, the Dodgers. Well, they're both famous players. I don't know what they did. I'll figure it out, but they'll both be famous.
One's a baseball player and the other one's a basketball. Oh, that's smart. Yeah, that'd be goals. Kat was like, babe, we're gonna have a son and you're gonna make him play football. You're gonna go play catch with him. And I was like,
see, she's thinking ahead. Good for her.
She's like, he's gonna fucking buy us a house. And I was like, damn.
Then have 2. You can get 2 houses.
One for after the divorce.
Oh, I was dying with your guys' episode with when you're like, yeah, I'll keep the cats. She got so upset. Joke mode off.
She's like, no, turn that off.
Yeah.
Turn that off. You're crossing lines.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, she's cool or whatever.
Yeah, we like her.
We like her. Yeah.
Me and all my personalities. She's chill.
Yeah, right? Did you ask me something about her thing? You're like, for somebody asked me, like, was she talking about me? I was like, relax. She ain't talking about nobody. I've had a couple people ask me. They felt attacked. Not attacked, but, like, was that a supplement, huh?
Oh, but no, I was just kidding.
Oh.
Because do you remember what I followed up with? Because of the... No, we'll talk about it after the show.
Oh.
I'm not going to say anything on here.
You don't want to share anything?
No. Because then I get in trouble for stupid shit.
Speaking of... y'all really got to be careful what y'all be manifesting.
Why?
Previous guest got in trouble.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, I don't want to get in trouble.
We had a guest who got in trouble for their comments.
Oh, for your comments.
For my comments, yeah.
Our comments.
Yeah. Oh, now it's like your Jonah. Yours.
Our comments.
Yeah. They got in trouble for I guess for me, I felt bad. I was like, I don't mean to cause any.
It wasn't your intention. I mean, we gotta start getting those liability waivers signed though. We don't get sued.
So, what they gonna take?
The mics that don't work. Oh, you're right. You're gonna take my debt?
Please.
Please
take that.
If any sugar daddies out there, you know, al raton, they're all following
I'm
me.
surprised you don't have one.
Thank you.
Why?
That's a compliment. Why wouldn't you want one? I do want one.
I think I speak for every man. If I was a woman and some guy was like, let me fucking pay for shit, I'd be like, yeah. Please.
I've never had one man offer to do that.
What? You're hanging around the wrong crowds. You know which crowds do it? The narquillo crowds. The little,
No, I've hung around those crowds too.
Because I have a homegirl.
Going back now, yes.
I had a homegirl. She was telling me that one dude would give her like $2,000 a week. A week, and I was like, "What are you doing?" She's like, "Nothing. He's married. He lived in LA. He didn't even live here."
See,
like,
I'm not that lucky. I'm not that lucky.
She's like, "Yeah, I liked him though," and I was like, "Oh, I would like him too for $2 a week."
I'd hella love you. No, I just like when I lived in Rialto, that was the scene there,
and not one.
No one thought I was pretty. They didn't even want to hire me at Culichi Town.
Out there?
Yeah.
Damn.
I know.
And that was a while ago.
Yeah.
I seen those pictures.
I know. That's exactly around that time. That's why I felt so like ugly, I guess. Because I was like, damn, okay, I'm like still fat.
Mouth from here to here. Eyes like this. You could have shoved your whole anus and dick in her mouth. Should have tossed a salad with your own dick. It all fit in. I'm surprised.
Oh my god, I hate that visual.
Damn, that's crazy.
Mm-hmm. No, never.
Damn, no shit. You never got those messages like, hey, I'm just looking for somebody to spend.
I just think those are bots. I don't believe them. It's been one of them might be. 3 of them.
One of them might be the one. And pay all our bills with that shit.
I would pay. I would help you with your light bill because we're always using so much in here.
You. Yeah. Help with the car note, you know. It gets me home every day to do this. Wow. Did I tell you about the girl who had a sugar daddy for every bill?
Where do you bitches find these men? Show me.
This bitch. I'm sorry. This hoe.
If I can call them bitches, then I guess you can.
She had one dude who paid for the nails. Mm-hmm. One day who paid for the rent, the car note. So each guy had a different task. And my question was
she fucking all of them?
Yes.
See, if they're cute, I wouldn't mind.
And the girl who told me, she was like, you fuck all of them? She's like, yes. She's like, you fuck them. She's like, I fuck them all the same. And she's like, I go all out. I make it an experience. And this is a long time ago. I was like, she need her nails done? I mean, I could do nails.
I can afford it. I need my nails done.
I'll take care of the nails. But yeah, she said she would fucking go all out for these guys to make sure they kept paying the bills.
Good for her. So she was putting in work.
It's
good for her.
Yeah. Fair.
Dang.
But she had the body all fixed up before. The BBL, the fake titties.
I have the face. Do you guys not like faces?
She got the cake.
I swear I have the face. I've seen myself, my recording. I'm like, oh, Jen, you thought you were a 7?
When that one time you were drunk, you looked so drunk. It looked like we picked you up off the street. It looked like I was driving down the street and I was like, hey, And you're all like, you got changed? And I was like, let's go do a podcast. Get a sugar daddy. Come on. I'm sure some of the dudes that DM you, some of the dudes who DM you from the podcast, they wouldn't mind paying a bill or two.
You guys hear that? One of them added me on my personal account.
Did you add them though?
Yeah, because...
Okay. So you like him. He's cute.
He's cute in a picture from like 2017.
Oh, we need updated photos, guys.
Excuse me.
We need up-to-date looks.
Yeah. But
shows up bald and...
Because I like to think that 2017 wasn't that long ago, but it was. That was 5 years ago. Yeah. Almost 6. People almost, change.
People in 5 years? Yeah, yes. For sure.
No, but whenever like he reacts to my stuff, he wasn't like a weirdo about it. He was just like,
oh, that's good. Not a weirdo.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Shout out to everybody.
But I won't add everybody on my personal, okay?
So don't ask. Yo, this one girl replied to the thing about it was like these top 8 professions or something were cheaters.
Oh yeah.
And she's like, fuck you, and I was like, how many of those are? And she's like, 4. And she's like, but I don't cheat. And then she's like, no, yeah, I do. I was like, God damn.
Oh yeah, I was like, oh, I've been a couple of those professions. So I was like,
you cheat.
It was before.
Before what?
Before
now?
Before this year. Before this past relationship.
You cheated, right? Like purposely cheated?
Yeah.
Was it the excitement? Why'd you do it?
Well, I never like... No, we were together for a little bit, but we weren't official.
So you justified it, but you cheated.
So I justified it.
But was it the excitement? You know what you were doing was bad.
Part of it was excitement, and then he would be the guy that I was like hooking up with would be like, "Oh, I have a girlfriend too, so it's fine. 2 negatives cancel a positive or make a positive."
Yeah.
And I'd be like, yeah, you're right." No. Yeah, I think a little bit of it was excitement, and then a little bit was like pettiness. Because the other guy wouldn't make me his girlfriend. So I was like, okay,
so you're
fuck
like,
you.
I'm gonna fuck somebody else.
Because we're not official.
Yeah.
And I was young. This was 2 years ago.
2021.
Right after the pandemic. No.
You're like, I used to cheat on him because I paid for everything.
Well.
I had one of the guests, I'm not going to say who, I don't want to say names, but she was seeing somebody, and I guess he was the same thing. He was just like, just kind of along for the ride or whatever. So she told him, I'm going to go out and I'm going to fuck somebody. And he was like, if that's what you want to do.
Yeah, they say that. And
she was like, oh yeah? Well, she did.
You can do whatever you want to do. Yeah. It's your life. You're an adult.
She's like, I'm going to suck him up like I said with you. But and he was like, I'm guessing he was like, no.
Oh my God.
If you walked in on your significant other cheating, what's the position that would like infuriate you? Like if you walked in on them having sex, what is the position you're like?
Missionary.
That's like lovemaking?
Because that's like more, yeah, because you're like face to face. Like if he's like kissing, just like hitting her from the back.
You're like, what a dick.
Asshole. Move your things out tonight.
I'll pack them. Don't stop. I got
it. I'm very explosive, so I would probably I'd start hitting him.
From doggy style? You're like, come up. Strap yours on. You're like,
Sin vaselina. No, I would probably.
No, I mean, like, you would flip out either way?
I guess it depends on the situation.
Everything's lovely. You come home and he's fucking some girl.
Yeah, no, I guess I would. Like, knowing myself, I'd probably get like really like mad and just like flip
throw
out.
Something.
Yeah.
But if they're like missionary,
Oof!
Looking at you like
see that
romantic music in the background, candles lit,
hell.
rose petals leading up to the bed.
You never do that shit for me, motherfucker. Burn them. Oh, I would probably set something on fire. If there were candles around, I would. I definitely, or I would throw a candle with hot wax. Yeah, I'm
like
telling you,
dogs fucking to separate them. The worst part would be like if you go to attack her and he stops you and defends her.
Yeah.
He's like, no, leave her alone.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, you motherfucker.
You both want to die.
That would be
I would only go like off on the girl if she was like my friend or somebody that we knew.
Somebody you knew?
Yeah. Because
somebody
if not, it's like,
yeah.
Yeah.
That would sting, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, that would suck.
I thought about that question too. I was like, fuck. I think just seeing it would be like, bitch. I don't know.
See, if I were you, I would throw the shoe boxes at them.
Nah, what the fuck? My shoes didn't do nothing.
But I, like, that would be my...
I want to say that I'd be calm about it and be like, no, continue.
Mm-hmm.
But like, we're done. Just so we're understood. It would make me more mad if it's somebody I know.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah. Like, wow.
Yeah. It's like 2 people betrayed me, you know? Yeah.
But did I lose anything? You know? Like, lost 2 pieces of shit.
Yeah.
And one.
Have you ever, like, talked to another girl while you were in a relationship?
Mm-hmm.
Like, emotionally cheat?
Yeah.
Okay.
Not with that, but previous? Yeah.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it. It was a thrill.
Me too.
It was fucking exciting.
Me too. And sometimes I didn't even like feel anything for them. Like I would just do it for the thrill. Like I knew I wouldn't go like farther than that. You know what I'm like?
Yeah. No, I'm like, no.
Nah. Actually, I don't want to say that.
Say it.
No.
This is a safe circle of trust.
I'll
cut it out.
The one person I did that with while I was in my last relationship, but we were like rocky, and that's when I start like, okay, you're not paying attention to me. Like, I'm gonna.
He's like, I'm working 3 jobs. Nope. Nope. New dick in my mouth.
I was working 2 jobs. I'm going to school full time. But no, so I was talking to like this guy, and I ended up hooking up. He was the first guy I hooked up with after I ended.
After you guys broke up, though. But emotionally,
yeah, I guess. But it stopped.
Oh, emotionally, you mean like have feelings for somebody?
Okay, not emotionally.
I was gonna say
like,
no, definitely not. It was more like just fucking flirting because it was fun. Yeah, I've done that.
Yeah. So what would you call that?
I don't know. I mean, still cheating.
Verbal cheating.
Verbal cheating.
Oral cheating. I know.
She's like, did you fuck her? No.
No. Bible.
That's it. Conversation's over. Moving on.
Tweaking the truth.
I do like shit I was very petty. Like that one I told you about the bouncer who wanted the girl, and I was like, well, I'm gonna take her because you're being a dick and you're annoying me.
Now, see, if a lot of people want the person, I kind of like back off. I'm like, ugh. Like, you're available to just anybody.
Oh, you're a slut. I don't want that.
Double standards.
I was seeing like arguments about that, like like, oh, guys don't apply pressure no more. I was like, just because a guy talks to you or wants to fuck you doesn't mean he wants you.
Yeah.
Like, he probably just wants to fuck. Yeah. Or wants a friend. Like, doesn't mean he wants you long term. Not every girl is like long term worthy.
Okay. I'm sorry. You know what? I've come to that conclusion, I think.
Like, this is going to sound mean, and I'm sorry, like, and I don't mean it towards anybody specific, but sometimes I mean, like, on Instagram, I'm like, nobody wants you, dude. Like, you're not wantable.
Oh, my God.
And I don't mean that, like, in all cocky sense, because if it wasn't Cat, I'd probably be single as fuck, too. Like, I'm not saying I'm wantable, but... Like, you're not wantable, dude. And it's okay.
It's true. There are, you're right. It is okay.
It's okay not to be like, but I think it just boils down to like their expectations and their standards, so to speak.
And a lot of people, I think, like
they don't want to settle, and it's like, that dude who you're settling with might be the perfect guy for you, but you don't want to because of what other people think. Like, oh, you're dating him because...
And see, I've tried that, like dating the one that I'm like, oh, I would settle. I'm settling for him.
But you already went with that intent. So that's probably why it don't work, because you're already kind of negative about it.
Yeah.
You're like, well, I'm settling. You're welcome, guy.
Yeah.
And he's over here like, but I love you. And you're like, get out of here.
I'm like, I don't really want you.
What do you feel about, how you feel about people who set timelines? Like, okay, if by this, in 3 months, if we're not here, like, I'm letting go.
Okay, so you were actually the one that said something like that to me one time. I'm like, oh, if by this time you don't feel that, like, you're, you know. But I have a friend who has been trying to get with a guy for 4 years.
Trying to, like, date him?
Yes, and they're finally official.
Did they both like each other?
Yes. But
When
there
they
were, like,
meet, were they, like,
life
in a whole phase?
circumstances and,
Or relationships or something?
uh-huh.
Oh, that's tricky.
Yeah. But 4 years she waited for him. And I'm like, I was thinking about it and I was like, would I wait for somebody that long? And then I was like, oh, maybe I have been waiting for somebody that long.
I mean, but that's cool. She waited 4 years. Damn.
Now she's all happy. I'm like, well, good for you, girl. That's a lot more
Was
patience
he in a relationship
than
something?
I have. She...
No, him.
No, he wasn't.
Was she in a relationship?
After they hadn't worked out for a while, she got into another relationship, yeah.
No, was she in a relationship during that 4 years?
Yeah, for like a year, I think.
So she was in a relationship wanting somebody else. I didn't know why you didn't just say that.
Well, that it made sense the way I said it. I'm sorry.
She was dating somebody but wanting somebody else. That's cool. Mm-hmm. That's smart. That's like a temporary job. You're like, I'm not gonna be here forever. Till I get this job that I really want. Yeah. But the job's like, but we love you here. No, too bad.
Yeah. Sorry.
You were just a stepping stone.
Yeah.
That's cool for her. I wonder if that person she left for him was like, oh, I fucking knew it. I fucking knew it.
I don't know. Maybe.
We gotta find these details out.
It's hard when you're out drinking and people start telling you stuff and you're just like,
just record and set it down. Like,
you know what? I did do that. I did do that the other day, but it's because my friend was talking about like something like that inspires her, and you know, like she was getting like really like deep into analyzing herself. So I recorded it
for her benefit.
For her benefit, yeah.
That's cool of you. But no, record for cheeseman purposes, please. So people sent, shout out to the people who, I don't know who you are. I don't know who you are. It is anonymous. The first two were kind of weird. I think it was them testing it to see like, is this really anonymous or something? It is, because it doesn't tell me. The first one was one, which I 100% agree with this comment. It's a statement. Bitches be tripping. Yes. And for no reason, they be tripping. Whoever you are, sir, it has to be a guy. Like,
you think so?
That's a girl?
You never know.
The second one, workplace stalking. That's creepy.
That is hella creepy.
Like
going
I drive
up
around
to
all day.
Somebody's work and stalking them there. Oh yeah, that is creepy. Yeah.
That is.
Don't do that. Don't be a creeper.
Hella creepy. That's you about the Mormon girl.
If you start feeling
that
like
urge?
that urge, go get help. Go get therapy because that's not okay. It really is. It's not healthy.
Wanting to see the person you're in love with is not okay?
Wanting to go see them? Yes. Watching them from afar? Hidden behind bushes or something?
Because that would be stalking, right?
Yes.
Kind of like when, remember when Ariel said about that guy?
That was hella creepy. Yeah.
That was creepy.
But what Mormon girl?
I didn't tell you about the Mormon girl?
No.
When I worked at Plaza Bonita. Where I worked, I used to sell phones in those kiosks, and right across from us was the GNC, the nutrition store.
I remember.
And there was this dude. He was a manager, and he was cool. But every single day that I worked, there was this girl who would come and walk by the store every day, just walk by and sometimes would sit like on the benches. You know how they had benches there at the mall? They would have benches. She would just sit there and like just be there. And so after weeks of seeing this, I finally was like, hey, like, what are you doing here?
Are you on your break?
Like, where do you work? Like, why are you always walking around here? Like, and she told us her boyfriend was the manager of the store. And it was like, what? Like, but why are you here? Like, I get it why he's here, but why are you here, ma'am? And she goes, why come to make sure he doesn't talk to women? So this bitch would come and
but how do you know she was Mormon? She told you?
Yeah, so later on it came out. And I was like, so his shift, you're going to be here? And she's like, yeah, I'll make sure. Then
like,
if he does it, it's very...
religion?
Huh?
Was it part of the religion?
I don't know. But he was like fed up. Because he would come when she wouldn't be there and like bent. Like, man, fuck, I can't stand her, blah, blah. Well, one day, like, me and her became cool. You know, I'm very friendly.
Of course.
So we started like being cool, and she would tell me that she was Mormon and, you know, like their beliefs, and I was like, y'all crazy.
So you are a cult.
Oh, cool. When does the Kool-Aid get here? You should drink that. But it was like, that's what I hate about, I dislike about religions. Yeah. It's these like stupid shit. Like they're not allowed to have sex before marriage. I know. But she had a kid. And it wasn't with him. It wasn't with the guy at the mall. She had a baby daddy.
But she still wasn't allowed to have.
Yeah, she wasn't.
Wow.
They're not allowed to do drugs, but they smoked weed every day. But she was like so serious about her beliefs, and I was like, man, shut the fuck up, dude. You know how like
it's
Christians
it's
too,
a lot.
and
Yeah,
shit like
there's
that.
a lot of
like,
contradiction within
their fucking whatever shit. That's why I don't really fuck with religions. But
yeah, same.
So then one day he came out. She wasn't there. This is like after months of seeing her at the mall every fucking shift.
Oh my god.
He came out and he had like a box. He gives me this box of like supplements. He's like, here you go, bro. It's my last day. I was like, oh, you're quitting? He's like, yeah, I'm moving. I was like, oh no shit. And me thinking like, with your girl. Yeah. I was like, where y'all moving to? He's like, no, I'm leaving. Like after work, my shit's in my car. I'm leaving. Like she doesn't know I'm leaving. I was like, what?
Oh my god.
I was like, yo, that's bogus.
And they would share that with you.
Facts. He's like, I'm gone. Like she doesn't know. I packed super minimal so she wouldn't notice that they didn't live together, but she would live with him. Does that make sense? Yeah. Like she was always there. Yeah. If she didn't have her kid. And he's like, she doesn't know. I packed some things. I'm leaving. Like after my shift's over, like I'm gone. And I was like, you didn't tell her? He goes, no, I didn't tell her. He's like, fuck her. I'm tired of her.
Ultimate ghosting. That's nuts.
He's like, I'm changing my number. I'm gone.
Was he like, Mormon?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. I think he went to Utah, which is like their motherland.
Yeah.
where they're born or whatever.
Where they sprout?
Ground zero? I don't know. Where they grow on trees or something? I don't know.
Oh, is that what a Mormon is?
Yeah. Oh. Don't stalk people at work. That's weird.
Don't do it.
That's weird.
Yeah.
If you want to stalk me, that's weird too, because you be driving around all day. I'm gonna notice. I'm like, wait a minute.
I guess it's expensive.
I've seen that Altima. I once created a fake profile to catfish a bitch ass ninja and made him drive to some random house and knock at someone's apartment to prove my point, laughing my ass off, and I'll do it again. What was the point? He was cheating?
Well, yeah. What was he doing? Why'd you catfish him?
I need more.
Yeah.
Send another one, because
send it right now. I know we're not live. What?
That's crazy.
That is fucking nuts.
He made him drive this. Like, when does she like type in like a random address and she's like, that's drivable, you know, for like a hookup. My pettiest would have sent you like Oceanside.
Yeah, me too. I would have been like, I'm all the way in LA.
but I'm home alone. I'm like house sitting. I would have made up some like elaborate ass lie to make you come out. And that's toxic
awesome.
though.
No, I mean, that's toxic.
You're like, that's awesome.
That's cool.
And then this one, by far, is my favorite one. I feel like she exposed herself for being stupid. Not stupid, but toxic. I told some guy I used to fuck with that I got pregnant. He didn't seem to care, so I told him I got an abortion because I didn't want to be stuck with a bitch ass like him. LOL. I was never pregnant. I was just petty.
Dang. Fuck.
Have you faked the pregnancy before?
No.
No? You're not toxic. We would never work.
No. I don't see the purpose. Like,
that's toxic.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, see, I'm not that toxic.
That reminds me,
bitch ass ninjas that make me toxic.
My ex did that shit.
That's
not with me.
Oh, okay.
That her man had dumped her, and she was like he was like ignoring her messages. So she was like, "I'm pregnant." He's like, "Oh," so he finally replied, of course. And I was like, "Are you pregnant?" She's like, "No, I just told him that." I was like, "Bro, that's crazy."
See, like those guys, those are unhealthy behaviors.
Or
it's fun. It's fun. What is the pettiest shit I've done? I'm really trying to.
That's bad. To tell him you're pregnant, he not care.
Yeah.
So that kind of like hurts your ego a little, and then to be like, "Why? I had an abortion because I'm in California." Because I don't want to be stuck with you, bitch ass. Yeah. That's nuts.
Yeah.
These are the kind of girls that conservatives hate. That is horrible.
Oh my God. I have an acquaintance who says that she's conservative. But then the other day she was like, "Oh yeah, like I went out and like
had an abortion.
I met this guy and we started making out, and then told me he was married, and then like like I felt bad, and I was like, oh no, well it happens, like like don't feel bad for like you didn't know." And then I found out that she was like still texting him. I was like, "This bitch, why are you telling me? Like, just tell me it's a hoe story. Like, don't try to make me feel bad for you feeling bad for yourself when you don't." I hate that shit. Like, if you're gonna be a hoe.
Like hoe.
Like hoe.
Like, be open about it.
Yeah.
For real.
Like, if you're not hurting anybody, you're not hurting yourself. I was gonna say not hurting anybody or yourself, then hoe it up, But if you're over there like destroying marriages and shit. Like,
but are you destroying the marriages? You know what I'm saying? Like,
I mean, it's the guy. He's the one in the relationship.
My boy told me one time, this was like years ago. Years ago, but he was hooking up with some chick, and she knew that he had a girl. And she's like, "Oh, I don't want to ruin a relationship." He's like, "You ain't ruining shit. Like, I'm not leaving her." He had like a side bitch for
That's crazy. That's funny.
And I was like,
yeah.
All right, props to you. I mean, at least you're running.
And there's some women that
are like, you ain't bringing up no happy home. Like,
yeah. There's some women that are okay.
You're just a hole for my penis.
That's a cum bucket.
A cum bucket, yeah. My sock is in the dryer, so you're next.
That's so bad. Why am I? You know what? If any of my ex-men are watching,
who don't claim you, but were once yours,
anybody. If you remember the pettiest shit I've done to you, please feel free to reach out, subscribe, and then reach out. Comment below. Tell me what the pettiest shit has been.
Fucking list. I'm like, oh, what the fuck? Chill out with the comments. You haven't fucked none of your exes.
I guess
friends.
The pettiest thing has been like fucking another guy.
Oh, that's not. It's like whatever. It's like lightweight. It's like medium, mild, petty.
Funny. Oh, one time I did tell a guy that I wasn't getting my period.
You told him you weren't getting your period?
Mm-hmm. But I really wasn't getting my period. I was late, but I knew I wasn't pregnant.
But did you want to scare him?
Yeah, because he's being an asshole.
No, see, that's not nice.
That is petty, right?
Yeah, that's mean.
Okay.
That's vicious.
Yeah.
You're a menace.
You're being sarcastic.
You're the kind of stress you caused this man.
If he cared, I don't think he cared.
Was it you that sent me that?
Don't worry, asshole. I took a plan B.
5 days later, we'll see.
I'm just not petty. Like, I don't think I care enough to be that petty.
I remember this.
I'm like mean with my words when I'm upset. Like, I'll be like, yeah, your fucking penis was small anyway.
That's like every woman's like
Yeah.
go to. Like, it's in
Yeah.
the back pocket. And she was small anyway. He's like, okay, we fucked for like 3 years. Okay.
I know. It worked, didn't it?
Most guys are like,
Yeah.
man,
They don't care.
still nutted.
Yeah.
I remember. Do you remember when Facebook was popping?
Mm-hmm.
Like after MySpace, like Facebook was like a thing. I don't know if you remember those things. It was like people would post an ultrasound and be like, "Oh, it's unexpected. I'm so happy." Blah blah. And it's at the end, it's like, I don't know who the parents are, but congratulations.
Yeah.
To them. I remember I hooked up with this chick, and she posted that like 2 days later, or like a month later. It was a while, and I was reading it. I was like, my fucking heart sank to my stomach. It was like one of the scariest moments of my life. And I remember thinking like, this bitch couldn't text me? And I finally I read the whole thing and I was like, it was like if I was underwater for 3 minutes and I finally got air. I was like, that shit was fucking terrifying, dude.
I can just imagine it. That's hilarious.
I like when people post it and you're like, who knocked you up?
I have, you know what? I have thought about that. I'm like, oh, really? Screenshot it. I'm like, damn, how do you guess who's pregnant?
Send it to the group.
Oh, wait, just kidding.
Yeah, I remember I was like, oh my God, that was the worst. That was scary.
But have you ever had like an actual scare with anybody? Yeah. That wasn't Kat, I mean.
No. Yeah, I was there. I think I told you I was like hitting up my friend. I was like, "Yo, how can I get full custody?"
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I do
So I
remember
was
that.
scared.
Yeah. I've only ever had like one scare with like a guy that I was like just casually hooking up with.
That's scarier.
Yeah.
Because like you didn't even like him.
Yeah.
But you
Yeah, really. It was because he lived near state and.
Oh my God! Speaking of, man, we were leaving the concert. Sorry to
No, it's
interrupt
okay.
you. Somebody who listens told me like you interrupt her a lot.
Did they?
Yeah,
Who
like,
was it? Adi?
No. Oh, Adi feels that way too. All right.
No, Adi interrupts me all the time. Yesterday, I was with my mom and my tia. I think I like finished the conversation that I was trying to have, like the story I was trying to tell.
After 2 hours.
After like, yeah, the whole time like being with them.
They like interrupt you and then they're like, ¿Qué estás diciendo? What was I saying?
I'm sorry.
Oh, that I interrupt you?
That you interrupt me a lot.
But I did that for a reason.
Awesome.
Oh, San Diego State.
Oh yeah, San Diego State. What about
The Kevin Hart show was out there at their arena.
Yes.
And there was like a shitload of people, right? And there's people. I told Kat, I was like, babe, you gotta wear like heels. You gotta look cute. She's like, for what? It's like a show. We're just gonna sit there. And I was like, yeah, that's true, I guess. So she wore like Jordans. And she looked adorable. And we get there, and of course, women in heels, and we were judging, and we're like, oh, her feet hurt. We had to walk.
It was raining.
We had to walk too. Like we got dropped off like 2 blocks away from it. So
at least
imagine, and the parking's far too. Like
yeah, it
like
is.
the 2 blocks that we walked.
Yeah,
and
I remember.
So we were like, her feet hurt. Just making little side comments. But when we were leaving, there was a sorority party.
Oh.
And it was like beach themed.
Oh my God.
So it was just a bunch of girls in little tiny skirts and bikini tops.
In the rain?
In the rain, just like floods of them. And I was like, oh, some STDs are going to be shared tonight. There's a lot of them. This one girl was running. I was like, Dad, these girls got some big ass titties.
They do.
Not a BBL insight.
No.
Bunch of like AirPods, heavy top.
They all like surf or like do some kind of activity like that.
She's like, should we crash the party? I was like, babe, they're gonna be like, whose parents are you guys?
Oh my god, because cat's not old enough to be
a parent.
No, not a sorority.
Not a
parent, but you are.
That's sad. You just hurt my feelings.
You are.
They're like, when's your birthday? 19 what? What do you mean 19?
You were born in the 1900s?
Oh my god, you're a fossil.
Yo, I did feel old after last week. Like,
at the game or what?
No, after going out. Like, I was 21. No, I mean, I can hang, but yeah, only sometimes. I will also put substance abuse helpline
right here.
I won't call it, but you can.
But you should.
You should. No, yes. So Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, I went out. And I'm saying, like, I went out and I was home like at 2-3 in the morning.
Fuck that.
Yeah. And I was up and going the next day to work.
Like nothing.
I don't know what it was.
Yeah, we know what it was. Oh, we know what it was.
Caffeine.
In powder form.
Snorting the coffee grounds up.
Like, what are you doing? Coffee beans.
With my credit card at work.
At your desk.
A patient comes up. I'm like, oh, I'm here for my appointment. I'm like, give me a second, sir.
The patient's like, hi, I'm here to check it.
Don't worry, sir. It's just caffeine. It's just coffee.
Heard it gets to the bloodstream quicker. We shouldn't be joking about drug abuse.
No, we shouldn't. Because I'm sure that there are people that do that. When I was working
at work?
Well, not at my... I hope not at my work. But yes.
Outing your coworker?
One of the chefs that I used to work with...
would do that shit?
Yeah.
Damn.
I was in the back. I was in the back and I was polishing. And polishing silver.
Like that too?
Polishing silver. That's how you polish it.
Yeah.
Just like this. 2 fingers. No, so I was polishing in the back and then the dishwasher like came
all over you.
No. He came in and he like went to the chef comes to the back and he was like, he like went into this little like area that we had, like a little storage area, and I just hear and I was like
you go there with your spoon?
I grabbed my
so let me get a bump.
I was like, yo, I've been working a double today. You want to help a sister out here? No, dude, no. I, like, not at work. I don't know
how people do that shit, like, in general.
Yeah.
But, like...
I'd be drunk at work.
Like, not at the weekend?
Yeah, no, I can't. Yeah. No.
Yo, one time we used to go to Chili's to fucking for lunch, and the manager's wife was the bartender, so she would just give us drinks for free, and I got hella tipsy one day, and we were walking back to our kiosk, and we stopped at T-Mobile, and I asked him to look at my account real quick. He didn't close it, and I made a fuss. Like, I started yelling at them and like arguing with them about how come you didn't close my shit, like leaving my information out. People can like,
oh my god,
you know, like I was just being belligerent. Called the manager. I was doing the most.
Oh my god, why? Just because you're drunk?
Yeah, drunk.
Dang. I remember one time I got like, I had an edible before I went on a hike, and I didn't feel it. And this was like early in the morning. I want to say like 9, right? I had a shift at 4. So I was like, I'll be fine. This was when I was at Express. And bleep that out.
They're gonna fire you.
I'm already not rehirable.
I was about to say they're gonna put in the notes, not rehirable.
I'm already not rehirable.
Of course, fucking embezzlement.
Yeah, embezzlement, fraud. $400.
The picture in the office with it says scammer.
Watch out for that one.
Gift card scammer.
Steals. The gift card scammer. Oh, that's me. I shouldn't sit like that.
You're all fucking inviting them.
The scammer. No, so I
took an edible. You went hiking.
I went hiking. It didn't hit me. So I was like, oh, it's probably not going to hit me. They called me into work earlier. I went in because I was like, oh, that way I can get out and then I can go out, you know? And it hit me at work. Like maybe like 2 hours of my shift. I don't remember.
Wow.
Yeah.
Just fucking high as
yes.
fuck. Damn.
I was so, and I remember like, I don't know what happened, but when I was like kind of like coming to again from my eye, coming down, one of the managers was like, wow, you handled that really well. You didn't get upset at all. Like, good job. And I was like,
told the customer to
thanks.
fuck off.
Somebody was probably yelling at me and I was just like, yeah, no worries. But I remember I ate like a whole cupcake, and it's because I was like, it's early.
Shit.
But
yeah, like, I got time.
Yeah.
Like, no, come to work now. Mm-hmm. Fuck. You reminded me right now when you were talking about how you're a scammer. I used to work for T-Mobile. Allegedly.
Was this before Sprint?
Yeah, that's why I went to Sprint.
Oh, and they still hired you at Sprint?
Well, like, while that was going on, I went, all right.
I feel like you've told me this story before.
When I was at T-Mobile, I was kind of unhappy with, like, the pay. And so I was kind of, like, shopping myself out. And I had interviewed with Sprint. And they were like, we want to give you the job. And I was like, I was, like, toxic. Even with work, I was like, I know you want me, but I'm going to stay away. Like,
yeah, until shit gets really bad.
Yeah. And then it kind of hit the fan. And immediately, like, I called that manager. I was like, yo, is that offer still good? He's like, start next week. And I was like, say less. So it kind of, like, transitioned smoothly. But allegedly, at the T-Mobile store, shit happened, whatever. I go to there's a Starbucks right next door. Like, right next door. And to this day, I go there to get coffee. And so sometimes I'll walk by. And the owners of the whole, of that indirect, would go into that Starbucks to get like coffee, and I always have like this little like, not panic, but it's just like, I'm gonna run into these motherfuckers.
Yeah. Have you ever?
No. And they're gonna like see my shirt and then call my like, you fucking and then I'm fired.
Why did you get fired from or why was shit being a fan of T-Mobile?
I was hooking
people up.
I was being an excellent customer service representative. And then they kind of like piled other shit on that was happening. I think as like a scapegoat.
Yeah.
I was like,
that happened to me.
Cool. It was kind of upsetting because it's like, nah, don't do that shit to my name. Like, like for what I did, I'll admit. Yeah. But don't add shit to like scapegoat me and shit. Yeah. Yeah. So, but whatever. Live and learn.
Yeah, it is what it is. Yeah.
It was fun.
I actually hooked up with a credit card scammer.
Did you? I know one, and I wanted to get him on the podcast, and I was like, I'll blur your face. Just tell me what to. I just want to have like a combo, but nah.
This guy, he would go into the store, and I thought he was cute, and then I rung him up, and they had like these like Santander, you know, the Mexican, or I don't know if it is Mexican.
Yeah,
but it's in Mexico. Yeah. And those cards aren't like different colors. They're all just like one color. Yeah. So it was like, dude, that's not even the font. Like, what the hell's wrong with you?
It's all handwritten.
And I told him, I was like,
with the B.
Don't try to. I was so over it. I think already that I was like, dude, like, you're cute. I said that. I was like, you're cute, but I'm not stupid, and don't offend me like that. Like, I know this isn't a real card. You guys always come in here trying to use these cards and they never work. Like, why do you think that this 5th time that you're doing it, it's going to happen?
Because it might work.
So he invited me out.
And you were like, yes.
And I was like, yeah, why not? And then we went out and yeah.
Probably stole your identity and shit.
There was no way. Maybe that's why I'm so much in debt.
You're like, but what the fuck?
How did this happen?
I knew this dude, a scammer, and like openly was like a scammer, you know. And he would always tell us like what to do. Like he told us that if you lose your card, like and scammers find it, he's all they don't try to use it right away because they know you're gonna stop your card. He's all they wait a couple days for your new card to get there. They'll wait like a week for your new card to get there. This was back in the day. I think before they didn't used to change the numbers. Now they probably do, or at least the code in the back. Yeah. He's all, but back then he's all we would wait like a week and a half, so they got their new card, and then we'd start using it. And I was like, fuck. And he would sell me Starbucks cards because they would buy, you know, to get the cash. He'd give me like $40 for 10. So I always had like Starbucks cards on me.
That's crazy.
Scammers. And when I was in cell phones, we always had to look out for fraud.
Oh, yeah.
And they're obvious. That I hate that. Like, if you're doing fraud...
People are so obvious about it. Like, you think we don't get trained for this?
Listen, you're doing fraud, break the person you're doing business with off. Like,
yes.
like, yo, you about to make mad money. Drop a hundo. Drop it on the floor. Bah.
Like, oh, you dropped that money, but I get to keep it right.
You know, like, let me know ahead of time. Maybe we can work something out.
Yep. I'm like, aquí sí me veo, ¿verdad? Okay.
Yeah. We had this manager at T-Mobile, which is funny. A lot of crazy shit happened there. He would have friends come in. He's like, oh, he's opening up a business line. So 4 lines. He's like, who wants to sell? And we thought it was legit. I'm like, oh, yeah, I'll take it. 4 lines, you know. He's like, all right, you do it. I'm hooking you up. We're like, oh, my God. Fraud. And he was doing like hundreds of thousands a month of fraud.
Oh my God. That's terrible.
He got caught. He got caught, and then I went to like one of those timeshare presentations. Motherfucker was there.
Presenting.
He's like, hey, what's up, Jordan? I was like,
he moved up. He moved up in the fraud cast.
He's like, oh man, you know, like talk to him. I was like, bro, I want nothing to do with you. I won't even give you my full name. Get out of here, bro. What do you mean?
That is so
I can just
funny.
imagine how many people he's scamming and shit.
Yeah.
Motherfuckers.
People.
Scamming.
There you go.
You gotta feed the wolves or else they're gonna put you on the menu. You have to fucking pay the people you want who are there. Like, you gotta give them something.
People don't realize that.
Yeah. I'm all giving advice to scammers.
I know. Just in general, business, you know, whatever kind of business you do, I think you have to like look out for the people that are, you know, helping you out.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
If you get greedy, that's where you fuck up.
Yep. That's exactly what happens.
I saw this one chick. You hear about that chick? She made like $9 million in a couple months.
How?
Crossing illegals.
Oh yeah, you were telling me about that.
I was like, this dumb bitch. You got greedy because you got caught. That's why you got caught, because you were greedy.
Yeah, she was charging like way too much money,
and she was doing too much. Like,
yeah.
Like, you don't need all that kind of money. Like,
no.
You don't need $9 million in like 4 months.
No. It's not gonna do you any good.
Yeah. If you're gonna be doing greedy shit, be smart. You know, spread it out.
Yeah. Okay.
Follow me for more illegal advice.
Subscribe.
Subscribe for more illegal advice.
Wait, that's all we got? Those were all the emails?
Yeah.
It wasn't even like a phone call or anything. Like, no, you just had to email it in. Yeah. We're never gonna get famous like this, guys.
I think they're like cautious. Like, is it anonymous? It's completely. It says reply to yourself. He doesn't even let
me read it.
Yeah. No, but it says like reply to yourself. Like,
yeah.
They don't. There's no option for them to put a name. It's just a note, and that's it.
That's awesome.
Yeah. You want to keep it anonymous?
Do it. Does the link keep working? Yeah. Okay. So if you guys want to send us
it's in a forever link.
It's a forever link.
And a lot of people are clicking it because it tells me every time somebody clicks it.
Oh, okay.
So
on the link or that app or whatever. Oh, okay.
Like that website sends me notification like somebody clicked it. So a lot of people are clicking it, but I think they're just like, I don't want to put my shit out there.
Yeah. Put it out there. We're not gonna know.
You had one guy that wanted to call in, right?
Yeah, but I thought it was a call-in thing. I need to start clicking links.
Yeah. You are the worst. You already don't do nothing.
You don't let me do anything.
And you wouldn't do it. So
I would.
I'm like, Jen, life or death. I need you to do this. You'd be like, and then it never gets done.
I do stuff. I suggest stuff all the time. I suggested we do the spooky stories.
Oh, with Kat?
With Kat.
Yeah.
And then you were like, you know what?
Movies?
Fuck you. I'm just going to have Kat on there.
I'm like, babe, we're going to talk about scary stories. Just me and you.
I wanted people to send in, if they can do that.
Yeah.
And maybe we can record on the 31st.
Yeah. Have you seen the new Halloween movie?
No. I've never watched any of the Halloween movies. I think I watched the second one.
I'm not saying you have to go back and watch all of them.
There's like 30, no?
Probably. It's 40 years old.
I know.
But anyways, we saw the last one. It's on Peacock.
Is it good?
It has a cool little plot twist that makes you like, what the fuck?
What is it? Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert. There's almost a new Michael Myers. If that makes...
Okay.
Like somebody's trying to take over his legacy.
Oh, okay.
But it's good. It's kind of like... The end is like... At the end, you're just like, fucking finally. Yahweh. Ya muérete, hijo todo puta madre. So the ending's... It's pretty good.
Have you been watching Dahmer? Or did you watch Dahmer?
Yeah.
Oh.
You finished watching it?
No, I'm on the third episode, I think.
What do you think? Is it creepy?
I just get really into stuff, and I listened to this podcast and they were talking about the things that he was the disorders that he was diagnosed with, the mental health disorders. So I just as I'm watching it, I'm thinking about that, and I'm like, okay,
that makes sense.
Yeah, the way they're portraying it, that makes sense. And it just it's he was such a terrible. It was such a terrible thing that he did, and
I didn't like how the show tried to humanize him.
Yes.
How they try to make it seem like
yes, it was it
wasn't okay, but this is why it was happening.
It's
instead of just being bro, he was crazy as fuck.
Yeah.
And he's a piece of shit, and he was out here murdering and eating people. You know, how they try to make it seem like the parents' fault. Yeah. The mother.
I mean, it is essentially it does trickle down, right? But
hold up.
I know
his mom left him when he was 18. You're already a man, bro. That's not an excuse.
You just they
had a divorce.
It was definitely a trigger
all the time. Yeah. So I don't know. I was just talking to my mom about that. I joke with her, say that she was a bad parent. Because I was left at school twice.
Oh my God.
When I was in elementary, they didn't pick me up, and I was just chilling outside. It was nighttime. The cops came. And they gave me right at my aunt's house. And then the second time in junior high.
But where were your parents? So
my dad would take me to school in the morning when I was young. He would take me to school, and the whole idea was he takes me and she picks me up. I don't know if there's a miscommunication or my dad just kind of blocked out my mom. But she was gone for most of the day. And she came home, and my dad's chilling on the couch, and she's like... Jonathan? And he's like, what do you mean he's with you? She's like, stop, is he outside playing? Where is he? And he's like, she said that he had this look of what? Then he's like, hey, stop playing, he's with you. And she's like, no, you stop playing. Is he outside or where is he? And he's like, I didn't pick him up. And she's like, I told you I couldn't pick him up. And he's like, well, they kind of both looked at each other we fucked up.
We're bad parents.
Wait, they had to go get me. And then the second time in junior high, my mom just forgot to
go pick you up.
Pick me up. And I was sitting outside the junior high or the middle school. And it was nighttime. The cop showed up again. They're like, what are you still? Because the teacher, there's staff still. And they called them. And they're like, why are you still here? And I was like, I'm waiting. So they drove me home.
Did you live far away from
in
home?
National City, yeah. I went to school in Chula, and
Oh, that's
so
right.
they had to
Yeah,
take me
that's
home.
pretty far.
They were pretty mad at them.
Yeah, I can imagine. They're all like calling CPS and
Yeah.
neglect.
So I always make fun of her. She's like, "Your fucking dad, it was him." I was like, "You are not gonna speak ill of the dead."
No está aquí para defenderse.
Yeah, exactly. I was like, "He's not here to defend him, and I'm gonna defend him. He was a saint."
He was the best person
And I have all
ever.
these traumas because you left me at school. So I don't want to hear shit about Dahmer. He was just crazy.
Yeah, exactly. He was. But then I also like start getting in my head about shit, and I'm like I started having nightmares the other night. I was
Shut
like,
the
okay,
fuck up.
I can only watch one. I'm a very
Like, what kind of nightmares are you having? That you're eating people?
I think somebody had
You're
tied
safe.
me
He didn't
down.
like women.
I know that. I know that now. No, I don't know. It was just like triggers ugly stuff in my mind. I don't know.
I guess. I don't have nightmares.
I used to have really bad nightmares.
Really?
Yeah.
Never
Like
had one.
anxiety triggered nightmares. Like whenever I was going through like a really stressful situation, or like, because I'm the type of person that if I keep myself busy, I don't process my feelings. And I'm just like, yeah, I'm just stuffing it in there. So it starts manifesting in like either when I'm super stressed, I'll get like sick.
Wow.
I get like physically, like I make myself physically sick. And that's how like I take a break and slow down. Like that's the only way that my body knows to like.
Your body's like, look,
bitch, you need to chill.
chill the fuck out.
Te vamos a tumbar.
You want to die?
And then like when I'm really anxious, like I start having nightmares.
Wow.
And when I was younger, it was The Ring, like the movie The Ring. I think it happened like in a like point in my life when I was going through stuff. So like for some reason, my brain just like. And for years, the dream was recurring, and it was just like me walking around like a random house, and like there was water everywhere. I knew she was gonna pop out at one point or another because the TV was already like that, and I would always like wake up around that time.
Wow.
Recently, last year, like around the time of my like breakup, like right before,
Did you break up this year?
No, it was last year.
Oh, last year.
The first time
when I met
last
you.
year. Yeah.
Yeah.
This time doesn't count.
Not part two.
Not part two. That doesn't count. That was just like the grand finale,
The closing act.
Yeah. Right, like before, like my anxiety was so bad that I had such a bad nightmare. Like I finished the nightmare. I ran into her. She attacked me and I woke up. But it was one of those like where you have like sleep paralysis too. So you like, it's like not real and you can't get out of it. Oh, it was so bad.
I get that. I don't get nightmares, but I have dreams that are like weird as fuck. Mm-hmm. Not scary, but dangerous. Mm-hmm. But I know I'm dreaming. Yeah. And I'll be like, it's not real. Like it's. Yeah. Those are the only things I remember where it's like a car accident, and I was like, it's impossible. You're sleeping. Mm-hmm. You're not driving. Like, this is not real. Yeah. And I just kind of wake up.
I had one where, like, it's the on-ramp to the 94 from the 805 North.
To the 94 East?
To the 94 East. I dreamt that I was driving my mom's car, and I was with her, and I guess we were going to see my sister because she lives around that area, and we just flew off.
With your mom?
With my mom in the car.
You know what that means.
Yeah, I remember thinking like, oh my God, fuck me, but my mom. My mom. Yeah. And I like woke up and I was like, oh, I'm in my bed. Okay, we're fine. But it's like one of those dreams that's so vivid that you're like, and then you catch yourself like doing something that's like, wait, this isn't real.
I was listening to a podcast and they were talking about like a dude, he used to piss his bed. Mm-hmm. And then as he got older, he became like wet dreams. Oh. And then I remember I was like, those motherfuckers feel real.
Yeah, they do.
Like in every sense of the word, they feel like you're really there. Yes. And you're really about to perform.
Yeah.
Like And all the way to the end. Yeah. When you wake up, you're like, gotta change my drawers.
It's like, oh shit.
Do women have those?
I have.
No shit.
Yeah.
What? But this is like just like a little slight discharge.
No.
Like heavy.
Like
what?
God, I hope my mom never listens to this. Like I wake up like.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm. Like I've had them since I was like 16, 15, shit. 16. Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
I've had them.
I mean, they're not. It's not often now anymore.
Like just once a month.
Yeah. Yeah.
I've had them in the past. Where like all the way. Mm-hmm. You know, like gotta get up and jump in the shower real quick. But I also had them where like I realize it's a dream.
And you're like,
and then you gotta stop it. But you wake up, you're like,
you wake up, you touch cat. Sorry, baby. Gotta change your drawers.
It didn't mean nothing.
It was you in the dream, I swear.
Or like a piss dream. You ever wake up, you're pissing in your dream.
Oh, I think that's happened more often than the wet dream. Where you like go and you dream that you're sitting on like a toilet or something. And
you're like releasing. And you're like, oh, that feels so good. And then you're like, I just pissed the bed. That's just crazy how the fucking mind like, hey, dummy.
Yes, like, no, get up.
But the wet dream's like, your brain's like, no.
No, let's keep doing this. This feels nice.
Right.
Your brain's like, shh.
It's like caressing you, like, shh, enjoy this. It's been a minute. Your brain's like, it's for both of us.
It has. You wake up feeling all relaxed and joyous. You go into the office like, good morning. Good morning. How's everybody doing today?
You got a little dry spell?
Yeah.
It's been months? Nah.
No, how long has it been?
I don't know. You guys mean like
when did we record that? When did we record the Homeless Me podcast?
That's been about a month.
That's been about a month.
Damn. You're not even trying to?
Oh, that's a lie.
You did try, didn't you? Little slut bag.
I reached out to somebody.
Fifth Avenue?
Nah. No. Mm-hmm. Ever since that last time that I wasn't that, like...
The one you were running down the street for?
Yeah. The one I got more exhilaration out of the run.
The drug? that raised your heart rate more?
Yes.
When did you try? This weekend?
Yeah. But he was like...
shot down?
He was in New York.
Oh, okay.
He was...
That sucks.
Out there for the Yankees game. And I was like, "Okay, you hit me up when you get back, though."
He comes back, you're like, "Never mind."
Yeah, I know. It's like I'm over it.
Mm-hmm.
I remember there was this one guy that he had moved out of the country and he came back, and I had started dating. So I guess
gotta bleep that. Thank you.
Yeah. Oh, sorry.
More work for Jonah.
I started dating my ex.
There you go.
And of course I was faithful in the beginning because he had me up against cars and shit.
During the honeymoon phase.
And so
fucking door jam on it in your ass.
The guy reached out a couple of times, like on weekends or overnight, and I was already asleep. And then I finally told him, I was like, you know what, like I'm actually in a relationship, so. And he never looked for me again.
Damn.
And then one time, I was probably like 3.5 years into my relationship with my ex, and he had posted up a story, and I like did the fire emoji because he looked good. I was like, good for you, bro, right? It wasn't like I was shooting my shot. I was just like, hey. And he was like, don't you have a man now?
Oh.
I was like, dang, you Aries petty. I was like, 3.5 years and you still remember that, huh? I was like, you petty.
So go like your man's pictures.
Yeah.
Slut.
He doesn't post up stories like that.
He's boring. He'll never see this.
Yeah.
Jen.
God, I just messaged.
Fuck a fan.
I just messaged Gabriel today too.
Yo.
Because he posted that like story did you see the video where like if you have 50 partners by the time you're 30?
Oh no, I didn't see it.
God, I was just
You're like fuck you.
Yeah, it said something like, I mean, I'm not at 50. I'm not at 50.
I'm bleeping
But
that out.
it said something like the chick that's saying that, she's like, I don't care who I offended, it's true. And then she said something like, if you haven't loved 50 people. And I was like, I messaged him, I was like, damn, I missed the part where you have to be in love to have the memo where you have to be in love to have sex. And he like sent a GIF back, and I just like reacted to that. So I was like, okay, I just wanted to get
so
my
many
thing
people
out
were
there.
like, when Cal was talking about that guest, who were like,
yeah,
they're like, I know exactly who the fuck she's talking about.
dude. You know what? I'm kind of glad that one episode that we recorded didn't record.
Which one?
The one where I said like, oh, why are you having pick me girls on here?
Oh yeah.
Oh well, yes, I am.
Too late. Let's see. There you go. I just sent him a message.
Keep it.
I'm gonna get you dig down.
Okay.
By the end of the night.
Oh yeah. But someone else.
Not him?
No, like because you said I'm gonna get you dig down. I was like, but someone else.
You would be privileged. It's not sending. It says active too. Apparently that's fake.
Is it?
The active thing. There's one girl.
I have it turned off in my other one.
This one girl posted a video. She was saying that her man, she's like, I always get mad at him because he doesn't reply and it says active. And that because they were at the hospital and she's watching him like talking to the doctor, and she had his phone and she's all, it says active. She's like, I owe this man an apology. When we were at the concert, the show, this comedian was like, he's like, I can't stand my fucking wife. He's all, she's an accountant, but she's never taken accountability for her shit. I fucking got up and looked at Kat like, bro, what the fuck? Kat was like, shut up.
My mom. You count all these numbers all day?
I told her, I was like, you suck at math. Like, I'm gonna call your work one day and be like, you sure we're allowed?
Dude, I suck at math and I'm a financial coordinator.
Oh my god, fucking up people's fucking accounts and shit.
Nah, that's different. I'm good with money for some reason.
Could you, hypothetically, of course, because you would never, could you erase somebody's debt from there? I mean, I'm sure eventually it'd get caught. Like,
I mean,
the money was never